Food waste is a global crisis hiding in plain sight. Every year, approximately one-third of all food produced, around 1.3 billion tons, is wasted. This problem affects every stage of the food supply chain, from farms to dining tables. Beyond its ethical and economic implications, food waste significantly contributes to climate change, threatening the planet's future. What causes food waste? Food waste happens at every step of the supply chain, driven by a mix of systemic inefficiencies, cultural norms, and individual habits. Overproduction. 1. Farms often grow more food than necessary to hedge against poor weather, pests, or market fluctuations. 2. Retailers overstock shelves to meet consumer expectations of abundance. Poor storage and transportation. 1. In developing countries, inadequate infrastructure leads to spoilage during transport. 2. Lack of cold storage causes perishable goods to rot before reaching markets. Expiration date confusion. 1. Misunderstanding best before and use by labels results in perfectly edible food being discarded. Retail standards. 1. Supermarkets reject produce that doesn't meet aesthetic standards, like oddly shaped vegetables or fruits with minor blemishes. Consumer behavior. 1. Overbuying, improper storage, and preparing excessive portions contribute to waste at home. 2. Cultural norms, like serving large portions or discarding leftovers, exacerbate the issue. The consequences of food waste. The impacts of food waste extend far beyond the loss of edible food. Environmental impact. 1. Greenhouse gas emissions. When food decomposes in landfills, it releases methane, a potent greenhouse gas. 1. Food waste accounts for 8 to 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. 2. Resource waste. Growing food requires water, energy, land, and labor. 2. When wasted, these resources are squandered, intensifying the strain on ecosystems. Economic losses. 1. Globally, food waste costs approximately $1 trillion annually, affecting farmers, retailers, and households alike. Social inequality. 1. While 828 million people go hungry daily, vast amounts of food are discarded, highlighting glaring inequalities in resource distribution. Impact on climate change. 1. The carbon footprint of wasted food is enormous. 1. If food waste were a country, it would rank as the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases, after China and the United States. Solutions to food waste. Addressing food waste requires collective effort from governments, businesses, and individuals. Here's how we can create change. Improving supply chain efficiency. 1. Invest in better storage and transportation infrastructure, particularly in developing countries. 2. Adopt technology to monitor food quality and predict market demands, reducing overproduction. Reforming retail practices. 1. Encourage retailers to sell imperfect produce at a discount rather than discarding it. 2. Implement clearer food labeling to reduce confusion about expiration dates. Promoting sustainable consumer habits. 1. Plan meals and make shopping lists to avoid overbuying. 2. Store food properly to extend its shelf life. 3. Embrace nose-to-tail cooking and use leftovers creatively. Redistributing surplus food. 1. Establish food recovery programs to donate unsold or surplus food to charities and food banks. 2. Develop policies that incentivize donations and penalize waste. Raising awareness. 1. Launch public campaigns to educate people on the environmental and social impacts of food waste. 2. Promote local and seasonal eating to reduce food miles and waste. Composting and waste-to-energy solutions. 1. Divert organic waste from landfills through composting, turning food scraps into nutrient-rich soil. 2. Invest in anaerobic digestion facilities to convert food waste into biogas and electricity. How food waste links to climate change. Food waste and climate change are intrinsically connected. The production, transportation, and disposal of food involve energy-intensive processes that emit greenhouse gases. Reducing food waste is one of the simplest yet most impactful ways to mitigate climate change. 1. Decreasing methane emissions. Diverting organic waste from landfills reduces methane production. 2. Lowering agricultural emissions. Producing less food reduces emissions from farming activities like fertilizer use and livestock rearing. The path to a sustainable future. The fight against food waste is about more than saving money or feeding the hungry, it's about protecting the planet. By reducing food waste, we can conserve resources, decrease emissions, and ensure a more equitable food system for all. A world without food waste is within reach. Together, through awareness, action, and innovation, we can build a future where no food is wasted and no one goes hungry.